Shalom, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I'm going to continue on with the wisdom series. Proverbs, Mashal, 29, and I'm going to try to get all the way through 31 because that'll be the end of the wisdom series. And then whatever my heart is put on, whatever is put on my heart, I will read after this. Okay, so Proverbs 29. One often reproved, hardening his neck, is suddenly broken, and there is no healing. When the just increase, the people rejoice. But when a false one rules, the people sigh. He who loves wisdom gladdens his father, but a companion of whores destroys wealth. A sovereign establishes a land by justice, but one who receives bribes throws it down. A man who flatters his friend spreads a net for his own feet, like a trap. An evil man is ensnared by his transgression, but the upright sings and rejoices. The righteous knows the plea of the poor. The wrong does not understand such knowledge. Scoffers ensnare a city, but the wise turn away wrath. When a wise man disputes with a foolish man, whether he rages or laughs, there is no peace. Bloodthirsty men hate the perfect and seek the life of the truthful. A fool lets out all his breath, but the wise calms it down. If a ruler listens to lying words, all his servants become wrong. The poor man and the oppressor have this in common. Yahuah gives light to the eyes of both. The sovereign who rightly rules the poor with truth, his throne is established forever. A rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child unrestrained brings shame to his mother. When the wrong become many, crime increases, but the just see their fall. Discipline your son, and he brings you rest and delight to your life. Sorry guys, I had to put my puppy in the kitchen to eat. Discipline your son, and he brings you rest and delight to your life. Where there is no vision, the people are let loose, but blessed is he who guards the Torah. A servant is not disciplined by words. Though he understands, he does not respond. Have you seen a man hasty in his words? There is more expectancy for a fool than for him. He who deals tenderly with his servant from youth has him as a son in the end. A man of displeasure stirs up strife, and a master of rage has many crimes. The pride of man brings him low, but the humble in Ruach obtains honor. He who shares with a thief hates his own life. He hears an oath, but does not report. The fear of man brings a snare, but whoever trusts in Yahuah is set on high. Many seek the face of a ruler, but integrity for man comes from Yahuah. An unrighteous man is an abomination to the righteous, and he who is straight in the way is an abomination to the wrong. Proverbs 30. The word of Agur, son of Yakeh, a message. This man declared to Ithiliel and Ukal, for I am more stupid than anyone, and do not have the understanding of a man, and I have not learned wisdom that I should know the knowledge of the set-apart one. Who has gone up to the Shamayim, or the heavens, and come down? Who has gathered the wind in his fist? Who has bound the Mayim, or the waters, in a robe? Who established all the ends of the earth, or the Eretz? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if you know it? Every word of Yahuah is tried. He is a shield to those taking refuge in him. Do not add to his words, lest he reprove you, and you be found a liar. 2 things I have asked of you. Deny them, not to me before I die. Remove falsehood and a lying word far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me my portion of bread. Lest I become satisfied and deny you and say, who is Yahuah? And lest I be poor and steal and seize the name of my Elohim. Do not slander a servant to his master, lest he curse you, and you be found guilty. There is a generation that curses its father and does not bless its mother. There is a generation clean in its own eyes, but not washed from its own filth. There is a generation, how haughty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. There is a generation whose teeth are swords, and whose jaw teeth are knives, to devour the poor from off of the eretz, or the earth, and the needy from among men. The leech has 2 daughters. Give. 3 are not satisfied. 4 that never say enough. The grave and the barren womb, soil not satisfied with water, and fire which never says enough. An eye that mocks his father and scorns to obey his mother. Ravens of the wadi dig it out, and young eagles eat it. 3 matters are too marvelous for me, and 4 which I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the Shamayim or the heavens, the way of the snake on a rock, the way of a ship in the heart of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. This is the way of an adulterous Asha, or an adulterous wife. She shall eat and wipe her mouth and say, I have not done wickedness. Under 3 matters the eretz or the earth trembles, and under 4 it is unable to bear. Under a servant when he reigns, and a fool when he is satisfied with food. Under a hated Asha or wife who marries, and a female servant who supplants her mistress. There are 4 that are little on the eretz, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are creatures not strong, yet they prepare their food in the summer. The rock badgers are a weak flock, or a weak folk, yet they make their homes in crags. The locusts have no sovereign, yet they all go out in formation. A spider takes hold with 2 hands, and is in sovereigns' palaces. There are 3 things that are going well, and 4 are good in walking. A lion which is mighty among beasts, and does not turn away from facing all. A greyhound and a male goat, and a sovereign whose army is with him. If you have been foolish in lifting up yourself, or if you have plotted evil, but put your hand on your mouth. For as milk under pressure brings forth curds, and as a nose under pressure brings forth blood, so wrath under pressure brings forth strife. Roscoe, stop. Proverbs 31. This is the end of the Wisdom series. The word of sovereign Lemuel, a message which his mother taught him. What, my son, and what son of my womb, and what son of my vows? Do not give your strength to women, nor your ways to wiping away sovereigns. Not for sovereigns, Lemuel, not for sovereigns to drink wine, nor for princes to desire strong drink, lest they drink and forget the teaching, and pervert the right of all the afflicted. Give strong drink to him who is perishing, and wine to those embittered in being. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his trouble no more. Open your mouth for the dumb in the cause of all the sons of the departed. Open your mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who does find a capable Asha, or a capable wife? For she is worth far more than rubies. The heart of her husband shall trust her, and he has no lack of gain. She shall do him good and not evil, all the yomim of her life, or all the days of her life. She shall seek wool and flax, and with delight she works with her hands. She shall be as the ships of Tarshish. She brings in her food from afar. She also rises while it is still Layla, still night, and provides food for her household and a portion for her girls. She shall consider a field and buy it. From her profits she shall plant a vineyard. She shall gird herself with strength and strengthen her arms. She shall taste when her gain is good. Her lamp does not go out by Layla, by night. She holds the stick of raw wool, and her hand holds the spindle. She shall extend her hand to the poor, and she shall reach out her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her house, for all her household is dressed in scarlet. She shall make tapestry for herself. She is dressed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. She shall make fine linen and sell them, and shall give girdles for the merchants. Strength and splendor are her garments, and she rejoices in time to come. She shall open her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the Torah of kindness. She watches over the ways of her household, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children shall rise up and call her blessed, her husband too, and he praises her. Many daughters have done nobly, but you have risen over them all. Loveliness is deceptive, and prettiness is vain. And Asha who fears Yahuah is to be praised. Give her the fruit of her hand, and let her works praise her in the gates. And that was the end of the wisdom series. And I will get back to you guys and let you know what section I will be reading next. How does it be quiet? And then I will have some more, I believe, about between 7 and 10 more lessons out of spiritual illusions or Christianity's institutionalized witchcraft. I love you all, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. Shalom, Yahuah bless you.